Talking Pictures Trivia Theater presents a Screaming Lapel Pin production. The Jane of My Youth, a coming-of-age story of young love, read by me, Tom. Chapter 9, The Cult's Imperatives. Jane and Michael sprinted for the door. Behind them the white beings from Kepler 442 fell onto the hard ground. They surrounded the remains of Mabusa and began eating his body, even as other Keplerites crushed his skull. They jumped out from the room and ran down the hallway. Behind them, Keplerites could be heard walking through the space. They made hissing noises that made the room feel populated with snakes. They ran, bursting out of the opening in the back of the library wall. Miss Connor, the librarian, shushed them as they charged through the stacks and into the main reading area. Michael yelling for everyone to run or hide or just get away. Michael and Jane kept going, through the glass library doors, through the brown-carpeted hallway, and out the front doors into the semicircle driveway set before the school. Michael's mother was there, wearing a long black duster and standing before a red convertible sports car. Jill, her long black hair wrapped in a sensible ponytail, didn't bat an eye. Did they come through? Yes, they killed Mabusa. This is why I moved here, Jane, to try and stop you and that crazy old man. Michael, please tell me you still have the lapel pin from earlier. He blushed. The pin, last he saw, had been left in the machine. I'm sorry, Mom. They took it. Wait, Jane said. She held out her hand. Inside was the regurgitating phoenix. I grabbed it just before we ran. Excellent, Jill said. Then we have a chance. How can the pin stop the aliens? Michael asked. What do you mean by aliens? Those aren't aliens. Jane and Michael stood there, wide-eyed. But Mabusa said they came from planet Kepler 442, Jane muttered, her normally indifferent gaze breaking into panic. That's what he thought. Often the ancient scrolls of the cult of the Screaming Lapel Pin reference visitors from the heavens. One school, who studies the ancient philosophy, the regurgitators, they believe the secret of each pin is in the sound it makes. Well, they saw the phrase "from the heavens" and interpreted it to be an extraterrestrial being. The numerology and symbiological research points in the direction of the star system in which modern scientists have found Kepler. However, I come from the school of Phoenix. Those who believe the secret lies not in the type of scream, as all animals may scream in many ways, so saith the scripture of the holy lapel pin, but in the species of animal. We acknowledge the metaphysical, not merely the material as those regurgitators do. And we know the prophecy of Lionel the Duck clearly indicates that once the holy rectangular prism interacts with the mightiest symbol of our order, the regurgitating phoenix, it shall open a pathway to the world beyond, and the angels of the Dark Lord, the dilapidated penguins, Lucifer to our divine phoenix, will rise up. So those were, Michael said. Yes, Michael. Those were demons. This has been a Talking Pictures Theater presentation of a Screaming Lapel Pin production. The Jane of My Youth, a coming-of-age story of young love. This week, Screaming Lapel Pins has on sale The Sadness of the Dying Buffalo. Pick one up wherever Screaming Lapel Pins are sold.